So good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the different drugs, and that is specially used for the aquaculture purpose. With the continuity of the earlier class, the aquaculture drugs. So we have come to know that there are different categories of drugs that is used in case of treating different diseases, different diseases as well as in aquaculture or in human case. Okay. So they are the antibiotics, and antibiotics include that is the antibacterial that kills the bacteria, antifungal which are antifungus, and the antiviral which are able to inhibit the viral replication by the different mode of action. Then the second one is the antiparasitic. Antiparasitic drugs are those drugs which inhibit the growth of parasites or kill the parasites as well. And other one is the pesticides. So those chemicals which can kill, which are able to kill the pests or insects in a water bodies are pesticides. So general antibiotics that we use in case of aquaculture are the oxytetracycline, sulfadazine or trimethoprim, a combination of sulfadazine and trimethoprim, then chlortetracycline and oxytetracycline. Before that, I would like to brush you out that what is the antibiotics, as all of you are knowing the fact that antibiotics can be defined as the drugs of natural, synthetic or semi-synthetic origin that have the capacity to kill or inhibit the growth of microflora or microorganism that can cause a disease. Then what are the antibiotics that which are authorized for use in aquaculture in India? If we talk about the Indian continent, there are certain specific antibiotics which are approved by the Coastal Aquaculture Authority are the oxytetracycline. Oxytetracycline is a broad spectrum antibiotics which is generally used for the purpose of to stop the infection of myxobolus. Okay. Then how we can apply these oxytetracycline in aquaculture system. So generally these oxytetracyclines are supplemented through feed, and the mode of application of these drugs is generally by feed, and dose is dependent on the frequency of disease or wide or the distribution of disease in a aquatic ecosystem. ठीक है. ऑक्सीटेट्रासाइक्लिन मुझे सुन रहे हो? मुझे हिंदी में भी चलना चाहिए, अदरवाइज इट इज फाइन.
Fine, sir.
Okay,
Fine, sir.
then we are discussing about the sulfadazine and trimethoprim. That is these are the two different components. When admixture with the feed, they are effective to prevent the ulcerative and systemic type of diseases like Aeromonas hydrophila. So what is systemic type of infection? The infection which is caused by when a pathogen enters into blood circulation and it is distributed throughout the body in different organs by the blood circulatory system. Okay, so what is the mode of application? So sulfadazine and trimethoprim, when they are admixed with the feed, they are able to prevent the diseases that are caused by different pathogens which are able to ulcerate or having different kind of infection that is caused by the systemic circulation. Okay, so this is generally applied by the dispersion because these two medicines are found in a powder form, and so after that they are dispersed. Then third one we will come onto the chlortetracycline. So chlortetracycline are the tetracycline group of drug that can inhibit the protein synthesis And the purpose is here, it is not defined. If we discuss about in case of aquaculture, generally in case of human, we generally give this drug to avoid the conjunctivitis. In case of fishes, conjunctivitis, all of you are knowing that this is the inflammation of eye. Okay, inflammation of eye, generally what you see, the white region of your white parts of your eye. Okay, so it is inflamed. So if you get certain kind of inflammation, in case of fishes, you can use it, or it is also used for the internal wounds, or generally for the respiratory tract infections. It is also applied through the feed supplementation. Then the oxytetracycline. Oxytetracycline is it is also used for the different. Amygdalobolus is a parasite. Amygdalobolus is a parasite, whereas oxytetracycline is also used for the different bacterial disease such as columnaris disease or other gram-negative bacteria. So with continuity with this, we will come to know now what are the health risks that is associated with these antibiotics in aquaculture. First one, we will discuss about the resistance transfer. We have already discussed how these how these microbes gain the resistance with the use of these antibiotics. So basically the resistance transfer is gained by this bacterium through the plasmid. Okay, the first and second one is the inheritance. When these genes, there are certain genes, when these are incorporated with these plasmids, they are resistant with the certain group of antibiotics. Then second point is toxicity of antibiotic residues. So once antibiotic residues, if these antibiotic residues, it mixed with the soil, or it is somewhere it is remaining with the fish tissues, then after the consumption of this, a human can gain some kind of toxicity. Okay, and with this the health hazard may occur. Then third one is allergy. There are certain components, certain active ingredient of these antibiotics that can cause allergy. Okay, allergy or anaphylaxis reaction in case of humans or fishes. Then fourth one is the effect on human intestinal flora. As we know that antibiotics are non-selective. They act a specific mode of action. Suppose they inhibit the protein synthesis, or they inhibit the cell wall synthesis in gram-positive bacteria. So the effect of human intestinal flora, suppose there are some probiotics, some gut probiotics, or some friendly probiotics, some friendly bacteria, they are also getting killed. Resultant, what we get, the dizziness, the allergic reactions, the loss of appetite, or whatever we got. Then the environmental risk. The environmental risk associated with the soil microbial flora that can be disturbed with the use of these antibiotics. So any questions regarding this you can ask here. Otherwise we will keep continue. Yes, please. Hello, am I audible?
Continue, sir.
कंटिन्यू कीजिए सर.
Then antiparasitic drugs. What are the antiparasitic drugs? It is the drugs like mebendazole. Mebendazole is an antiparasitic. Okay, you just check. Mebendazole is an antiparasitic or antihelminthic drug that generally we use. We also use it in case of aquacultural system. If there is an antihelminthic infection within an aquacultural system, we can use this antiparasitic drugs. Generally, mebendazole is used 100 mg per kg oral feed. Whatever we feed is we provide 100 mg per kg of feed. We provide it orally. Obviously, if it is provided by feed, the mode of delivery or route of delivery of this drug is through oral, and it is given with the 15 days interval. Okay, 15 days interval. Then levamisole. Levamisole is a anti-helminthic drug. Yes, please.
सर ये तो ह्यूमन के केस में भी अप्लाई होता है ना?
Yes, yes, yes. All these
पेट में
drugs,
वो
what
एस्कैरिस हो जाता है
the
तो
drugs are same. Okay. What is the difference? The difference is that the application and the withdrawal period and the time differentiation what we make. Mebendazole, albendazole, levamisole, thiobendazole, niclosamide, piperazine. Whatever the drugs it is mentioned here, we generally use for avoiding the helminthic infection. Clear? So now
दोनों दोनों में काम कर सकता है, दोनों में कैसे काम करेगा सर?
दोनों में केस मतलब in what case?
वो तो केस तो पाए हम लोग मैमल
No. You just see. Fishes are also vertebrate and we are also mammals. We are also vertebrate. We are vertebrate mammals. They are vertebrate. What? They are vertebrates. If you just see the differentiation.
Yes, sir.
What we were discussing about, if you see the differentiation between these two, the chordates or non-chordates, or vertebrates or invertebrates, isn't it? So invertebrates is a different group of organism and vertebrates having different group. If we come closer, you do not mix what we have discussed already in the last class. What we were discussing about the close relationship between a infection. Okay. How this transmission occurs from one species to another. So within these vertebrate groups, there are four classification generally. That is the Gnathostomata and one is the Agnatha. Agnatha means they do not having jaw and Gnathostomata having jaw. Then within these Gnathostomata, they are further classified into four. That is, what are those? Within Gnathostomata, the one is oviparous. One is within the Gnathostomata. This is further divided into four. That is the reptiles, then mammals, aves, and what? You just remind me. Amphibians. Good. So you just see whatever the drugs having, they act specifically. Either they blocking the GABA receptors. Okay. So what is GABA receptors? Gamma amino. This is GABA receptor. Gamma amino butyric acid. Okay. That is the GABA receptors. And where these GABA receptors are found, these are found either the CNS or the PNS. What is CNS? It is the central nervous system or the peripheral nervous system. Okay. Got my point? So we have to see why we are focusing much more about the mode of action, the mechanism of action of these drugs, because how they act. Like in case of invertebrates, where the GABA receptors found in PNS and CNS as well, but in case of the vertebrates, the GABA receptors mainly concentrated on the CNS system. Okay, बहुत लोगों के समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है? I am going to the details of science. ठीक है? हेलो?
आ रहा है,
जबरदस्ती लग रहा है बोल रहे
आ रहा है.
Whatever. हम लोग इसके बारे में ज्यादा डिटेल्स डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे. यू जस्ट सी मेबेंडाजोल जो भी करेंगे हम लोग मेबेंडाजोल whatever the anti-helminthic drug is mentioned here can be utilized for the any vertebral helminthic infection. Okay, within one line finished. Okay, so what is mebendazole? Mebendazole, it is the helminthic. It is provided. It is provided in aquaculture system to prevent the helminthic infection, and the dose rate is given here. What is levamisole? Levamisole is a synthetic drug component that is generally used as a probiotic, as well as they inhibit the helminthic infection. So the question can become, the levamisole, which one is the drug that can be used as an immunostimulant as well as Immunostimulant, you just go whatever I have already we have discussed levamisole a little bit about in the immunostimulant chapter. Okay, so you just check it. So how these levamisole increase the non-specific defense mechanism, induce the non-specific. So the immunostimulant, this is the synthetic compound that is used as an immunostimulant that can inhibit the growth or that can kill the helminthic infection as well. So how this is given? This is given 75 milligram per kg of oral feed on the weekly basis. You just see whatever the helminthic drugs it is mentioned here, it is given a particular gap. It is the week, okay, per week, ओरल पर वीक, 1 वीक. अभी आप लोग भी जब भी लेते होगे ये हेलमिंथिक इन्फेक्शन के लिए जो भी ये ड्रग लेते होगे तो वो 1 वीक का एक आप डिफरेंस रखते होगे, गैप रखते होगे. ओके, नाउ द थर्ड वन इज द थायोबेंडाजोल. सो व्हाट इज थायोबेंडाजोल? थायोबेंडाजोल इज आल्सो एंटी हेलमिंथिक infection, but it is also provided to inhibit the growth of fungus, or these are the, and they having the antifungal properties or anti-parasitic activities. Sometimes it is also act as a sometimes this chemical is also used as a preservatives to grow the fungus on the processed food. Okay, so in case of treatment what we use, so 25 milligram per kg, that is given in the difference of 2 weeks. Okay, the fourth one is niclosamide. Niclosamide is a anti-helminthic infection. You see there are many helminths. Within the helminths there are different kinds of helminths, like they may nematodes, they may tapeworms. Okay, if you go into the invertebrate classification, so this is the niclosamide. It is given to kill the tapeworm infection. That is given 2 gram per kg twice a week. Matlab within a week we can provide it twice. Then the piperazine. Piperazine is a nematode, yani roundworm infection. It is a nematocide, nematode side and helminth too, and also it is also an anti-helminthic parasiticide. Then it is given on the at the rate of 150 milligram per kg of feed per week of interval. Okay, any question regarding this?
सर एक में ओरल, 2 में ओरल लिखा हुआ है और 3 में नहीं लिखा हुआ है सर ओरल.
All these are oral.
इसका मतलब क्या हुआ सर?
These all are given orally. Okay, this is
All
oral.
sir.
Yes. Thiobendazole is
Okay,
also provided. You can provide it orally. Okay, niclosamide is also, it is provided orally. Piperazine as well. So
Okay.
should we यहाँ पे ओरल यहाँ मेंशन किए हैं, इसके बाद नहीं किए हैं बिकॉज इट इज, मैं सोचा कि मैं बताते बताते तुम लोगों को बता दूं. ठीक है?
Okay sir.
Okay, so next we will discuss about the antifungal drugs. The antifungal drugs is antimycin. Antimycin is generally antimycin जो है, antimycin A was the first drug that was invented by the USA Drug Administration, and it is generally the Fintrol. You just write the trade name of antimycin is Fintrol in case of aquaculture. Okay, that is not mentioned here. It is provided, it is very much toxic if it is provided at the rate of 25 ppb, means 25 parts per billion. Okay, it is completely toxic and it can kill fishes also. So जब हम लोग, आप लोग सुनते होंगे कि we are using bleaching powder or mahua oil cake or the kerosene, kerosene or saponin, whatever it is, the pesticide, we can, insecticide, we can use antimycin A as an insecticide and pesticide as well. So this is a chemical, but the thing is that after providing this antimycin A, you have to keep 1 week withdrawal period of this drug from the aquatic ecosystem, because it takes neutralization of this drug within the aquatic ecosystem is 1 week. Okay, generally it is given to eliminate the fungal infection or any mollusk infection in case of pond. Okay, देखो यहाँ पे बहुत सारे ड्रग्स हैं जो मैं अभी बताऊंगा, बट दे आर नॉट एडवाइजेबल टू यूज. That is the Beluscicide. Beluscicide is generally used for the used as a molluscicide. Okay. Here we are discussing about the antimycin A. So antimycin A, if we want to selectively kill the invertebrates or the mollusks, we can use 10 ppb. You just write it down that 10 ppb is 10 parts per billion. Okay. And second thing, these antimycin A is usually, mostly it is given into the fresh water strictly, or you can say it is given into the freshwater ecosystem. These are the inhibitor of cellular respiration. Okay, because and once you have given this drug, you have to treat your water bodies with potassium permanganate solution to neutralize the effect of this drug. Then once, okay, then what we were discussing about, yes, antimycin A, what it does, antimycin A, because many organism, they need folate synthesis. So what antimycin A does is that they reduce folate synthesis. They also need folate synthesis, reduce folate synthesis. Why? To produce a various metabolites within a cell. So these antimycin A, they are inhibiting the cellular respiration by reducing or blocking the folate synthesis, and they are being killed. Then the second one is the chlorohexamine and greaseprevin. So these are the antifungal drugs that can use to kill the fungal spores or as well as omycetes infection in case of fishes. These are amine derived drugs, and they generally, what they do, they kill the fungus by what we can say that by inhibiting the spore synthesis. Okay, spore synthesis or spore germination. What is the mechanism? Or as all of you are knowing that the fungus can grow by the spore germination. So the spore formation is blocked by these drugs, and further we can inhibit the fungal infection furthermore. The treatment dose is the weekly. Okay, 4 weeks. We can give these drugs, or we can deliver these drugs at the interval of per week, and up to 4 week it will. This is the 4 week. This is also 4 week, and this is also 4 week. So once you are given this drug, you have to stop for further 1 month. Then only you have to check if there is the spore germination or not. What is the antiviral drugs? Antiviral drugs, generally there are various antiviral drugs, although in case of humans, but in case of man, there are various antiviral drugs, but in case of aquaculture it is absent. Only one synthetic antiviral drugs, that is the acyclovir, that is used for the research purpose, for different purpose. Okay, for different studies this is used. Okay, acyclovir, ACYCLOVIR. Yes, any question? So what are the natural medicines? This is the Fucan. This is the Fucan, generally mucilaginous polysaccharide with high viscosity. What they do? Fucan is generally used for the different to inhibit the different because Fucan having a different properties like antithrombic. Antithrombic means thrombus formation हो जाता है जो thrombus formation. Do you know what is thrombus?
Thakka Janjana.
Yes,
Thakka
sir.
janjana. Good, very good.
Blood clotting.
Anti-inflammatory, and generally this is derived from the brown alga. Okay. So these are the fucan or carrageenan. These are the seaweed algae from where these natural medicines are prepared by the by synthesizing by a specific protocols. So carragenophytes, generally these are able to inhibit the growth of Pseudomonas carragenova, and these are rich in the different minerals as well, like potassium and iodine. Next is the drugs of international use.
Sir, sir,
Yes, please.
go to previous slide. Sir, potassium permanganate is not used in Fucan, Carrageen, Tenotolide.
Potassium permanganate is different medicine. Let me complete it. Okay. Along with that, you will come to know that what are the medicines that we use. Drugs of international use. What are the drugs that is used internationally or globally? It is the acreflabine. Acreflabine is a drug that is generally used for the egg disinfectant. Generally, this is the egg disinfectant. This has a yellowish color. Okay, you can get it in your lab. Also, it is acreflabine, and you have also used in certain cases as a dye. You just remind from your previous studies. Amoxicillin is a antibiotic that we use, and also we have also studied briefly in case of the antibiotic classes. Ampicillin is a drug of ampicillin, and benzocaine. Benzocaine is an anesthetic drug. Then becojamycin is also a drug. Benzocaine is generally an anesthetic drug that is used for the transportation of feces. Then chloramphenicol is a drug that is used for the inhibit the growth of gram-positive bacteria. Colistin sulfate, doxycycline. Already I have discussed in your classes. Erythromycin, fluorphenicol. See, there are some drugs which are mostly used for the gram-negative bacteria, but there are certain drugs which are used for the gram-positive bacteria. That we have to differentiate, and we can come to know what we have covered from the previous classes. So these are few drugs which are used generally or globally internationally. So there is nothing more about it. You can look into it. So what are the FDA approved drugs? FDA means Food Drug Authority. Okay, Food Drug Development Authority. What they approve for the use of organism which is made for the human consumption, like feces or any other. So like Aquaflor. Aquaflor is generally used for the control of enteric septicemia. Enteric septicemia, it was previously recorded. The first it was recorded in cat feces. Now these enteric septicemia occurred in different feces as well. So in that case, we can use this Aquaflor, which is generally supplied by this. It is written over here so that you can suggest anyone how they can incur these drugs from different distributing agencies. Then chorionic gonadotropin, it is generally supplied by Intervet Private Limited. What it does, it improves the spawning function in male and female in brood finfishes, as we have discussed in yester classes also. Then what does formalin solution do? Because these have a strong oxidizing agent, and formalin of aquaculture grade, it is supplied by Western Chemical and is generally used for the external parasitic infection, generally made for the protozoa or any monogenetic trematodes. Okay, on all species and fungi of the family Saprolegniaceae. Saprolegnia parasitica generally is a cotton wool disease. It causes cotton wool disease in case of fishes, और इन केस ऑफ एग्स आप लोगों ने देखा होगा एग के ऊपर में यदि वो सड़ जाते हैं, देन यू कैन इजीली सी दैट देयर ए फंगल ग्रोथ. मैं आप लोगों को दिखाया हुई हूं इन केस ऑफ कॉमन कार्प एग. आप लोगों ने देखा है ना? यस प्लीज.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, सो दैट कैन बी कैरेक्टराइज. ओके, तो ये हो गया. और कोई क्वेश्चन है तो तुम लोग राइट डाउन करो, हम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं इसको. देन ट्राइकेन मिथेनोसल्फोनेट MS222, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड इट in anesthetic classes. This is generally supplied by Argent Laboratories, Redmond. Where it is located, can anyone say if you have किसी को याद है तो बता सकते हो. This may only be used for the fish families Ictaluridae. Ictaluridae, what it does? What is Ictalurus? Ictalurus punctatus is a catfish because catfishes are very much, they are air breathing fishes. Okay, they are very hard. So why beach specific trichomethansulfonate is used for the catfishes. Okay. Then apart from this trichomethansulfonate, we also use the clove oil or other drug according to our need. Then oxytetracycline supplied by Pfizer, and it was made by Pfizer also. The sulfameragine, it is supplied by Roche, and this is